I heard that you were looking for a quick and easy chocolate chip cookie recipe. Well, look no further. I'm Ashley Janelle, and welcome to my channel. So let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 375. Now we're gonna get into our dry ingredients. I've actually mixed these already off camera, but your dry ingredients are going to consist of your flour, your baking powder, your baking soda, your salt, and everything will be in the description, the link to the recipe. So now we're going to go ahead and get into our sugar. The first thing I will say is do not forget the brown sugar. I actually forgot the brown sugar for this recipe, but honestly, the cookies were fine. They were the reason why I noticed was because of the lack of color, but they were fine. But go ahead and mix in your sugar with your butter. So now we're going to go ahead and cream our sugar and our butter. I am using my KitchenAid Mix Masters, as you can see here. And I am also using my flat beater. We talked about that in my previous video where I gave an unboxing of the KitchenAid Mix Master and an unboxing and explanation of all of the different accessories and beaters that it comes with. So you want to make sure that you are using your flat beater when you are doing any kind of frostings or creams or whipped creams and things like that. Obviously, making sure that periodically you stop, whether you are mixing by hand, using some sort of an electric mixer, get all of the excess ingredients off of the side of the bowl. And while we're here, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and please go ahead and like the video. It helps me, it helps the algorithm. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my pouring shield. You saw this in the previous video as well. This is going to make it easy for me to pour in the eggs or any other ingredients into the Mix Master. So now we're really going to start that creaming process. Then we are going to go ahead and we are going to put in about 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And again, the pouring shield makes it really easy to simply add any liquids or additional ingredients right inside of the mixer while it's still going. So as you can see, we're getting a little bit of color in there. Again, please add the brown sugar in. I forgot, but again, I use pure sugar and it tasted fine. The only thing that made me realize it was the lack of color after the cookies were finished and the fact that I had brown sugar unopened sitting next to me. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to add in our dry mixtures, okay? So as you can see, I am adding them in here. And you want to do so if you're using an electric mixer kind of slowly, slower than I did to prevent the spill and the mess that you see here. But yeah, we just want to get all of that into the bowl. And now you can see the mixture is really starting to become less of a cream and more of a dough. And that's exactly what we want. So at this point, I've realized that I need to switch my attachment. So I'm going to actually switch over to my dough hook. You guys saw me explain this in the previous KitchenAid video, but this is just going to make it easier for the dough to be mixed. which is exactly what we want. We want that to be as efficient as possible, and that's why we have all of the different attachments. Again, this is not a sponsored video, just a huge fan of the KitchenAid mixer. Now you can see we are doing the fun part, which is adding in our chocolate chips. Again, using the dough hook. It's a really, really strong instrument, and it just really makes it easy, especially when I started to add in those chocolate chips for them all to mix in together. Obviously, dough is going to be a little harder to work with when we're doing it manually, or even, from an electric standpoint, it's just a little harder to work with. So that dough hook definitely comes in handy. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take our dough and we're going to create little balls out of the dough for our cookies. And now what you see me doing here is, at this point, I've kind of realized that I have 2 pans, and obviously I'm going to have way more cookies than I have pans, so I'm going to have to do 2 rounds in the oven. So what I'm doing is just getting all of the balls prepared, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. So I can just go and grab those and put those right on a cookie sheet. The other thing I realized was that it would probably be better if I would lay the dough right on the pan itself and not on wax paper. These cookies are going to bake for about 8 to 10 minutes. So there was really no need for wax paper. The cookie sheet is just enough by itself. And as you can see, I'm patting the dough down to, make sure that the cookies are not balls when they're finished, that they are flat. And here are the finished cookies. They were absolutely delicious. Again, I did not miss the brown sugar, but I will definitely be adding it next time. I hope you guys enjoy. This is a quick and easy recipe for beginners, for anyone to make. It literally took about 15 minutes to do all of this, and then obviously about 8 to 10 minutes for the baking. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.